Today's video 38, I'm pretty sure, is going to reinforce the classwork that we did around knees. And I've got some sketches. These are my preparatory drawings. And okay, I'm gonna jump right in. So one kind of cool construction that we should just get out of the way. Box. A cylinder. The shape of a home plate. The cylinder comes down like this. The box down here comes down like that. Obviously this goes up into the leg bone. And there's a piece here. It's called the tibial tuberosity. Okay, so this is the bony anatomy of a knee, all right? And all of these pieces will, in some way or another, show. The other parts that are the other parts that can or may not show on the knee are the quadricep here. You'll see the front edge of a quadricep there. You'll see the quadricep here. And there's a strap that goes like this. It goes from here and up this way. It connects to a quadricep muscle there, one here, and one there. And then sometimes you'll see the presence of this little bag of synovial fluid right in there. Okay? So I'm just going to quickly review that. That shape right there. This guy goes on it. This cylinder. And in front here, this home plate. If you can do a drawing of this right here, you're well on your way. This will, in time, really help you draw knees, okay? The rest is, well, everything doesn't come all at once. Okay, so I had an idea for today's lesson where I was thinking we could draw a line of people standing at a swimming pool. So we'll have one person, two people. We'll have this person talking to that person, three people. And all I'm drawing is our little star guy, but just our little star guy's legs. Let's see, I want to make this person a bigger person. 4 people. And then 5 people. Okay. So let's get started. So we know the kneecap is halfway down the body, halfway down the leg, okay? Now here's another piece that I want to add. When you do the cone for the kneecap, this can really help. That the connection to the calf is not a straight connection like that. You see how nice it looks if I change it into that angle? So if I take the kneecap and if I take this connection from this part of the leg up here on the thigh, right? And I make it uneven. Like I make the angle of it like that. So let's see. So this is going to be, I think I want to make this a backside of a body. So that means the inside of the knee is, the thigh will connect like this. The calf will come out like that. There's my connection. And there's my connection. Oopsies, kind of backwards. So that makes that the outside. Okay. Definitely from behind here, okay. But the outside is over here. So there's the outside. There's the outside. Okay. Now, another thing that I want to emphasize is that the angle of the patella is not straight across. It's kind of this way. So if we kind of draw in the patella, and okay, here's the patella here. It's pointing up towards the inside. And that one is getting poorly placed. There we go. And here's another thing that's really cool, is that if you figure out the angle of the box of the kneecap, like let's say that the kneecap in this instance is kind of going that way, that means that the foot wants to follow that. And here's another thing that's kind of good to know. So here, the patella right here sticking forward, but look at the change from the angle of the top of the leg and look at how high up the back of the knee is. Okay, and then that's where the calf muscle begins. The back of the knee, keep in mind that the back of the knee, here's the back of a knee, it has this like egg-shaped packet of like something like that. I'm going to make that the back of this knee right here. And here's the back of the knee. It's kind of got this like little egg-shaped packet there. And so here's the back of this knee. It goes like that. And the front of the knee is like that. And so the front of this knee is like that. The back of the knee is like that. Notice how high this is and how low that is. Okay, see how high this is, and this one I wanna either raise this one and lower that one a little bit because I really want that to feel like it's like an angle across like that. Okay. And so over here, let's get the back of this nice and high, and it's gonna have that. We'll turn this down, and the back of it like that. Okay. Okay, now we're not going to see the front of the kneecap here. This is all the back. But there's the side plane. Now remember in class I did that X, and what that X was to show us that the top calf, the outside calf is high, the inside calf is low. So here's the outside calf, there's the inside calf. Other side, okay, outside calf high, inside calf muscle low. Okay, and I'm overdoing it with those shapes because I really want to emphasize this point. Okay, here's there. We have this and that going up into the hamstrings. Here's the kneecap right there, dropping down. Now notice in particular this angle here. See how deep in it goes? So if I take the knee and I'm turning the leg like that, see how the knee has this like great space of overhang? And then right there, that's that tibial tuberosity that I was just telling you about. Okay, so like right here, there's this whole tuberosity that it's this like bump that you'll find, and you could draw it as a line drawing like that, and if we get time, we'll go in and shade these. In fact, I think what I'll do is I'll do a line drawing, and then I'll make the next video shading these, okay? So, okay. here's the knee that we're looking at straight on. So, okay, so we've got the patella, and now the thing that we want is we want the quadricep right there. That's that one muscle that hangs over like that. And what happens in here is there's that sheet connects to here. It connects to muscles up that are going that way, and it connects to these muscles which are going that way. And you'll get a bump out for the tibial tuberosity, and then it'll darken again. Okay, and over here you'll see there's the side plane of the condyle right here, so that'll drop into side plane, and you might see a little bit of the top plane of what's happening here, but you remember this rhythm that went from here and comes around and is picked up here? So that starts to do that. So this is high, this is low, okay? Okay. Here's the quadricep, and remember we've got that muscle that goes from here and it comes around, and here it is coming around and it's creating that rhythm. So it's going to come around here and create that rhythm. Okay, it's the sartorius. It comes around and it creates that rhythm. This whole plane, there's the little bump here, but this whole plane darkens. And this little muscle, that's where we start to get the inner calf muscles, and that would be the outer calf muscle. And this really wants to curl back like that, and that comes out like that. Okay, in here, here's adductor, adductor, down into hamstring, which curls around the back. To be a guy standing at the swimming pool. So this foot, based on that this guy is so much further that way, that makes me feel like that the foot is going to be a box where I can see side plane over here. Okay, it's like I see side plane of the knee, I see side plane of the foot. Okay, now over here, this is feeling really wrong. I want to stretch the knee forward. Okay, sorry, that was just feeling so wrong. And then, so that'll be the patella now. This can be the inner quadricep, the outer quadricep right there. Down into the tibial tuberosity right there. That's going to want to push this back some. Okay, this is getting better. That rhythm in through the patella. Now this turns in like that. And I want to say all side plane of the foot. Okay. Okay, here's these knees. So I'm going to add the pelvis and the tilt of the pelvis, which will give me the underplane of the butt, the shelf of the butt. Will come out to there. Here will be the center line, and there, coming up this way. Okay. So hamstrings, which surround this mass with that kind of ghost shape like that. It'll surround, it goes up into here and surrounds this mass right there. And that starts to form the ligaments that connect down into the tibia. So what I've done there, quadricep, patella, tibial tuberosity is on the other side. Quadricep, patella, okay. In here is the adductors, hamstring, right there. Here is the volume of the hamstring, and coming down into the side of the knee, creating, we have this shape here, coming out into the outer side of the back of the calf is high, the inner side is low. I'm seeing a little bit of the, I'm looking around, I'm seeing a little bit of the patella there, and up into the outer quadricep there, over, and the front of the pelvis right there. Okay, so here, I'll put this guy in a pair of shorts, and I want to have his shorts hanging like that. Notice how I want to use the wrinkle there to show the contour. Okay. This will be like two short guys standing next to a kind of a tall woman. The tilt of the pelvis. Makes the shelf of the butt. It's nice to be able to foreshorten that. Okay. The connection of the thigh. And hamstring. And the muscles on the side of the hamstring. Down into the side of the knee there, and so your overlap will work like this. Okay, oopsies, I'm going to have to change that a little bit. So, patella, quadricep, and then the bump for the tuberosity. And I'm underdoing it now. Okay, there's the hamstring going around that puffed out shape on the back of the knee. There's the patella right there. The calf muscles coming out and that angle. Let's make that angle really good. And if you want, you can bring this part out a little further. It make the leg a little more muscular. Okay. This foot, I want to try to coordinate with the knee. The other thing that we get, well, I'll show you in 1 second, but the other thing that we get is that the ankle foreshortening goes with this. So the ankle, we started the ankle with a kind of a staple shape, but you see how the staple shape here will work like that, and the staple shape here, we'll see more of it. See, this will be a more closed staple shape, and over here, that's because we're looking into it more directly. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. That's a nice thing to have going. Okay, and so the gluteal muscles, the gluteus maximus muscles especially, they have this directionality to them. They connect over that way. I know that's not our topic right now, but they have this like pull off to the side and wrap around this way, and we know there can be a lot of extra weight on a person. People can carry fatty tissue there. That is the adductors, and hamstrings coming down on either side of this here. And we've got the lines that show it. Okay, so this moves us up into, we're looking at the back of the leg, and this right here is its own separate volume. And then down we've got that upper muscle and the lower muscle, the upper muscle on the outside, the lower muscle on the inside. Okay, and so we've got that form here, the upper muscle, the lower muscle, and on the back of the leg you come down into the Achilles tendon, and it ends in a kind of little stone of the heel. Okay, there's the Achilles tendon. And for the ankle bones, what happens is this rhythm now, this ankle bone, say we have that staple shape, this ankle bone is lower, this ankle bone is higher. Okay, so down, here's the staple shape, we're looking really right into it there. So the inside ankle bone is higher, the outside ankle bone is lower. Okay, so we'll put this person in a pair of swim trunks too. A swimsuit. Okay, one more. Patella. That guy. That. And up, and there's the shelf of the butt. Okay. Pelvis turning in that direction, right? And I'll look for the front edge of the pelvis, so it's about there. Here is the rhythm coming down through the rhythm that starts here, right? It comes down this way and then over that way. Calf muscle, Achilles tendon, heel, ankle. Because this thing is turned so far sideways, the ankle on the inside is higher, the ankle on the outside is lower. My foot turning that way. Okay, I think I'm going to call it.